2012 was just one of those special years. It combined the Queen's Diamond Jubilee with the London 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games, something I think has been totally unparalleled before. It enabled communities to come together, young, old, everyone came out, and it offered an opportunity for Bath and North East Somerset to celebrate those two massive events in the summer. So we've had a range of events, from small community events run in individual villages and towns, through to the massive torch relay where the sun shone, Diamond Jubilee picnic in the park where it poured with rain but still the people came out to celebrate, and culminating in the end of August with the Paralympic Flame celebration on the recreation ground and the Rio Carnival through the city. So it was a brilliant feel-good factor for the area, really.
We thought it was really important to give those opportunities for people to celebrate some of the events in 2012, and it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have some of these events coming through. So, you know, as a council, we felt it was very important to take that on board and do our best.
2012 marks the 25th anniversary of Bath as a World Heritage Site. Being a World Heritage Site is a tremendous accolade for Bath. It places us alongside the likes of the pyramids of Giza and the Taj Mahal as a really important World Heritage Centre. And sometimes you can forget that in your daily life when you're walking around Bath, and it's really important to get that message across to the children and to let them know why we're such a special place.
It was a complete privilege for Bath to be chosen as one of the communities en route for the Olympic torch relay, and to a certain extent we could choose our routes through the city. The London Organising Committee just said to us we needed to come through Bath, show Bath off as its best, and I think we certainly did that on the day. The route went past all the iconic buildings that Bath has to offer. The sun shone, which anyone that knows Bath, when the sun shines on its buildings, it is spectacular. We had 70,000 people come out onto the streets of Bath, and for me personally, it was the highlight of my professional career, that everyone came together, all of the services came together to support one common goal, which was to see that Olympic torch run through our city. We had over 2,000 people come, making up those Olympic rings in front of the Royal Crescent. It was coordinated by a huge team, and there was no better backdrop with the Royal Crescent in the background, which was portrayed across the world and again showed Bath at its splendid best.
It's taken a lot of people a lot of effort and
once in a lifetime experience.
Yes.
We've got it in our country and we didn't want our children to miss something so big, and you know,
we've come to support the city and the country.
My favourite bit is where people run with the torch.
Well, obviously the weather's helped, but I think the fact that everyone's in really good spirits and everyone's together, and it's everyone's come out to celebrate, and it's just a nice excuse to spend some time together as a family, really, and enjoy the park.
Yeah, a really cool thing to get involved in. You get to see an Olympic torch running through like an amazing city, and we get to be a part of a world record.
Tick something off on our bucket list.
Yeah.
Bucket list, yeah.
Well, Bath North East Somerset Council has a Get Active strategy, which is all about getting more people more active more often. And one of the key ways of doing that is getting people to have fun together as a family. And obviously cycling is a really easy way of getting out as a group. But also we've got some fantastic cycling routes around Bath North East Somerset, and we'd like to get people out exploring the area. And the atmosphere here today is fantastic, it's just what we wanted.
A wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah, fantastic.
Today is the Midsummer and Autumn Fair, which which has been going on since medieval times, but we're bringing another flavour, a bit of an edge to the day. And you can see behind us we've got some fantastic skaters, BMXers, scooters, and they've been doing demos all day. We've got buskers doing music, and we did a fantastic parade with Battle for the Winds, getting ready to go down to Weymouth to open the Olympic sailing. But really what's most important is it's about putting this skate park on the map and showing how we can make this a real community space.
Well, we're going to be taking part in a carnival in Bath to do with the Paralympic torch, and today we've been learning how to do our moves because we're going to be cows in the parade, and we're going to be dancing to a samba band and just learning how to move like cows and doing all the samba moves and working together.
Some of the events we had have inspired people to do things that they probably wouldn't usually do. But we're not about turning up in people's houses and dragging them out for a run. What we are about is empowering them, making believe that they can do something. I think the event that stands out for me particularly has got to be the Paralympic flame celebration, really. To see how people came together around what was a tiny flame, no more than an inch high at most, to see how people would celebrate something which appears to be so small yet so significant. And it was also that opportunity to really remind people that Rio's just around the corner. We had an amazing carnival procession organised by the arts team to celebrate the next stage. And at the end, you need to remember that the legacy will continue.
Is virtually everything you can think of that's going on with the youth in Keynsham is represented here today, I'm pleased to say.
So much today we hear of cuts in youth services and all manner of services. I think the Keynsham Council have got to be complimented in taking the initiative, because they are really sort of going forward and actually providing an activity which will encompass all the youth of Keynsham, and I suspect beyond.
I think what this year has demonstrated is that if everyone pulls together, you can achieve. Every council department really has had its role to play, from the Parks Department through to Highways Department, Parking Services, Arts Development, Sport and Active Lifestyles, the comms team. Everyone pulled together to make sure that this year was a complete success for the council. And the key is communication. Get the right people on board, draw on everyone's strengths, and a success can be made of anything.
To watch how people have stopped, throughout the whole year to just pick moments and just say, well, that's amazing, isn't that amazing? I think we've got a lot going for us here in Bath and North East Somerset. I think we've really touched a lot of people who came out and joined us within our celebrations over 2012, who have said, actually, I think I can do something. So I think the future is going to be exciting for a lot of people.